Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube video program. Today we'll discuss one of the very pertinent and important topic, that is accommodating or addressing specific areas of knowledge in our school curriculum. You see, when we talk about the school curriculum, two type of subjects or two type of content areas that comes to our mind. First is the core subject, you can say, or the core content areas, and other is the we call it is the specific areas of knowledge, or in NCF 2005 this has mentioned that the other areas of knowledge. And you see, this is always a matter of debate and discussion, that how to address the specific areas of knowledge or other areas of knowledge, which is an integrated part of child's development. You see, if you'll go through the definition of education given by Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi says, by education I mean an all-round drawing out of the best in a child, body, mind and spirit. Here you see, as per Gandhiji, the total development of human child is given importance. It means education should enable the child not only for the mental development, but for the mental development, for the social development, physical development, spiritual development, emotional development. Means education should enable the child for all-round development or all-round development of the personality of the child. So if we'll discuss only the core areas of knowledge in our school curriculum, it means somehow we are neglecting the other areas of knowledge. So friends, today in this program we will try to understand that what is the specific or other areas of knowledge, and how to accommodate or how to address these specific areas of knowledge in school curriculum. So first of all, try to understand the core courses, or you can say the core subject areas which is given prime importance in the school curriculum. You see, the core areas, just like you can say the subjects that has been taught in the elementary, in the secondary or the senior secondary stages. Just like in the elementary, the subject areas like language, it may be mother tongue, regional language, Hindi or English are taught. Then the other subject areas in elementary education, that is social science, science, mathematics, these subjects are taught as the core subject. And at the secondary stage, apart from the language is an integrated part as a core subject. Apart from the language, social science, science and mathematics are the core subject. And in the senior secondary or the higher secondary stage, you will find that as per the streams, here we practice three streams. Arts and humanities one stream, then science and commerce are the other two streams. In arts and humanities, you will find the core subject areas that are being taught, that is history, geography, economics, political science, sociology, psychology, languages. And in science, you will find the subjects like physics, chemistry, mathematics, botany, geology, etc. And in commerce, you will find the subjects like accounting, business studies, marketing, finance. You see, when we talk about all these subjects, it may be at the elementary stage, maybe at the secondary or the senior secondary stage, you will find that the prime stakeholders in the school system, maybe the teachers, maybe the school management, even if the students as well as the parents. So they are giving top importance to these subjects, to these core subjects. Means you as a parent or as a you can say student of education, or as a knowledgeable person, you are understanding the pedagogy as well as the school system. You see, if you will go through the progress report of the students or their mark sheet, you will find that even if in the mark sheet, the major focus has been given the core subject, the content areas. and you will find that the other areas of knowledge, or that's called as the you can say that is your or the specific areas of knowledge, you will find that certain grades are given, just like in value education or in art education, you will find certain grades are given. Even if a clear description you will not get from the progress report or from the mark sheet. But here you see in NCF 2005, this has been mentioned that all the experiences that the students are getting, all the activities that have been conducted in the school system, you can just categorize it in two parts. One is the scholastic activities and other is the co-scholastic activities. But here you see this has been mentioned that there is no such concept of co-scholastic activities, but definitely these are the part of the scholastic activities. Means whatever we are doing, what activities or what experiences the students are getting in the school system, directly or indirectly they are the part of the scholastic system. Okay, so that's why when we talk about the specific areas of knowledge or the other areas of knowledge, just like you can say art and craft education, work education, peace education, life skills education, sports and physical education, value education, etc., you will not find that the treatments that has been given for accommodating, for addressing these areas of knowledge, specific areas of knowledge, you will find that this has been addressed in the curriculum very negligible. Means you will not find a suitable representation of these areas of knowledge. And most of the times you will find what the school does, the school they practice certain activities just like let's say annual sports, or you will find that there is a single period of physical education in a day or weekly 2-3 periods. So what they are doing, they are practicing certain games and sports, certain indoor and outdoor games and sports activities, and they satisfied that they have addressed these specific areas of knowledge or the other areas of knowledge in the curriculum. Even if in the art and craft and peace education, hardly you will find that this has not been contributed substantially in the school system, in the curriculum of the school system, maybe at the elementary level, maybe at the secondary level, or maybe at the senior secondary level. You see, Gandhiji's definition for education, this has been given importance upon the total development of the personality. But apart from the scholastic areas, the much experiences that the students gain from other creative areas, other hands-on activities areas, other areas of knowledge, just like art and craft, work education, peace education, are not properly included in our curriculum. So I think this is the time that we should think over it, that how to introduce and how to include art and craft as one of the, you can say, integrated part of our curriculum, or this is a matter of debate. These areas of knowledge can also be introduced as a separate subject, just like the core subject, separate subject of the curriculum. You see, for the creative development of the learners, you will find that the children, those are coming to the school system, they have lot of experiences. Okay, they have lot of creative knowledge. So if you provide certain scope to the learners, certain space to the learners, then definitely they can do many good things. Okay, so they can contribute in a better way. So that's why art and craft education should not be included in school curriculum, just like to conduct few activities, just like to engage learners, to draw certain things, or to participate in a type of competition. It is not like that. Rather, it should be studied just like a other subject. But here you see, such type of debate has already started. I think in future there may be the possibility that these areas of knowledge, these specific areas of knowledge may take a shape of an independent subject, just like you are studying science, social science, mathematics and language in the school curriculum. But friends, you see, when you will talk about the higher education system, you will find that such type of discipline is there, such type of knowledge base is there, and this has been practiced, you can say, to acquire a diploma certificate or a diploma course, or to do a graduation course or a post graduation course also, in art and craft, in work education. Okay, but why not it is included in the you can say school system, in the school education, from the very beginning of the school education system. So that's why I think this is the time to provide adequate space to the learners, to provide adequate opportunity to the learners, that they should work as per their creativity, they should work as per their interest, they should study the the areas of knowledge that they want to study, maybe a core areas of knowledge, or maybe any other areas of knowledge also, maybe any specific areas of knowledge also. So that's why for the creative development, for the aptitude of the learners, if the learners are having the aptitude towards art education, towards craft education, so they should get a chance from the very beginning of the schooling. Then accordingly, work education, peace education, you see, peace education is is one of the very important topic, important area in school education. You will find that at present, at the national level, at the international level, you will find that the demand of peace education is getting increased. Means many places you will find that there are certain curriculum, certain courses has been developed for a certificate and diploma courses on peace education. So that's why how to address peace education in our school curriculum, so that is a matter of concern for the educationists, for the teachers, as well as for the national curriculum. Then after, we can also talk about the life skills education, means what education we impart to the children. It is, you can say, truly it is for living their life. Okay, so they have to lead their life. So if you will not provide life skill education, or provide certain space of life skills education in school curriculum, then what the learners will gain, what the learners will learn. So that's why the 10 areas of life skill education should be adequately included in the school curriculum, so that the learners should get opportunity to understand the life skill education, and further they should live their life, and they should practice the life skills education for leading their life. Then we can also talk about the specific areas of knowledge, just like the health and physical education. Okay, so here you see, in the university system, you will find that physical education is a discipline, just like other discipline, just like other subject. You will find that physical education is a subject. It means the students, those are interested, they are studying physical education as a discipline. They are doing a bachelor's degree on physical education, they are also doing master in physical education. But here, when we talk about the school curriculum, you will find that physical education is included in the curriculum as like a ceremonial thing. This is not like an integrated practice. Okay, so it's okay that the school is conducting certain physical activities, and they are also engaging students in different physical activities and competition. Okay, then annual physical meet also, and many a time you will also find that in the cluster system. Okay, so for that doing, they are making many the schools in a cluster, they are making a club, and they are also organizing certain physical activities, certain games and sports. But you see, these are not you can say the exactly we are not properly addressing the curriculum. What I mean to say, physical education should be included as one of the subject, not only in the higher education but also in the school education. Means if someone is having interest in physical education and health education, they should get an opportunity to study as a subject, just like science and social science, just like language and mathematics. So such opportunity should be given to the students. Then again, value education. Okay, so we say that value education is incorporated in the curriculum. Means when we study science, or when we design the curriculum of social science, when we design curriculum of languages, so we incorporate different types of values in the curriculum. Okay, it may be in terms of a case study, it may be in terms of narrating certain incidents. So we include the values, maybe moral values, ethical values, democratic values. But here you see, whether we should understand that whether we can introduce value education, life skill education as an independent subject in the school curriculum. So I think the time has started. We should think over it, and we should find out a way that how to include these specific areas of knowledge in our curriculum, so that we can provide a total knowledge to the learners, total knowledge to the students for their all-round development of the personality. But at the present system, you will find that the strategies that the school adopted, or that has been practiced in our curriculum, in the school curriculum, that you will find that certain awareness campaign we conduct on art and craft education, and the students are engaged themselves. We contribute very less time in our curriculum, and with studying the core curriculum, core subjects, so we are providing a little time to the students to do certain things in art and craft education. But you see, even if you will find during the examination time, at the time of annual examination, at the time of board examination, many a time you must have experienced that the parents are saying that you have to score, earn a very good grade, okay, in the core subject. So initially you will find, you might have experienced in your family, that during the early years of classes, you can say in the elementary stage up to class 5th or 6th, 7th, or maximum up to class 8th, the interested students, they are engaged in different types of knowledge in other areas of the subject, just like art and craft education, work education, health education, peace education, life skill education. But when they entered at the secondary stage, that means in class 9th and 10th, or 11th and 12th, so they are focusing highly, their focus is on the core subject, okay, the content subject, because they are at a fix, or you can say by compulsion, means compulsion from the part of the teachers, at the same time from the part of their parents. Okay, this is a type of force, you can say, that they have to do better in the subject areas. So they are somehow in the earlier class, what they are doing, they are engaging themselves in art and craft and other areas of knowledge, other specific areas of knowledge. And these specific areas of knowledge and their engagement in their creative activities are getting neglected when they entered in the higher classes in the school education. That means in the secondary and the senior secondary stage. So friends, I think it is high time that we should think over it, and we should provide a total knowledge of the young to the young generation, that not only development in the scholastic areas or the core areas of knowledge, just like mathematics, science, social science, and languages. At the same time, we should train our children, and we should groom our children to get knowledge from other areas of the practices also. And our school curriculum should be designed in such a way. The school curriculum should provide an opportunity, provide certain scope to the students to select a subject of their choice. Okay, if the children, they want to study the specific areas of knowledge as a subject at the secondary stage, at the senior secondary stage, so they should get an opportunity. But definitely I will say that the changes are taking place, means at the senior secondary stage. At present, you will find that many new subjects have been included in the curriculum, means an opportunity has been given to the learners to select subjects from different other areas. But I think in the secondary and elementary stage, there is I think this is the time to provide scope to the learners for selecting such type of subject in the lower classes of the school curriculum. And if you'll go through the textbooks which is developed by NCERT, you will find that all such things what we are talking about, that may be art and craft education, life skills education, okay, health and health education, peace education, value education, that has been included in the curriculum. Okay, it may be this has been included as like an integrated practice in the curriculum, integrated part of the textbook or the core subject areas. You will find that the value is included in science education, value is included in social science education, in language and mathematics education. But at the same time, we should think that whether this can be taught as an independent subject, just like other subject, just like other core areas of knowledge. So friends, this is a matter of debate. We are just discussing that how it can be addressed in future. But at present, as per our practice, we are grooming the young generation to get consolidated knowledge, integrated knowledge, inclusive knowledge of core as well as the other areas of studies. But in future, if they have particular interest, as per their interest, creativity, aptitude, if they want to study certain specific areas of knowledge as one of the subject, they should be given opportunity to study. Thank you.